Hello and welcome to our second retreat for our TED or Transformation Evangelization Discipleship online retreat called Building Forgiveness, and this is a little bit of an introductory video. My name is Father John Jaska, and I'm happy to just guide you through a little bit about what we're going to be doing on this retreat, give you a little bit of an introduction if you haven't done our previous one, and kind of walk you through the few steps of what's going to happen and why we've chosen this theme. So thank you for taking a few minutes, and thank you for joining us for this retreat. It should be a great time on building forgiveness. So we're going to take a look at our journey. So the retreat experience. What are we going to experience on this retreat? First and foremost, you're going to get a weekly email to participants, typically on Fridays, but depending on schedules and how we able to compile the videos from the different speakers during the series, typically we'll go out on Friday. You'll get that in your inbox, and we'll direct you to a page just for the retreat participants on the parish website. This session page will include the following. An opening prayer for you to pray and kind of set the tone and set the mood for the journey ahead. It's going to have the TED Talk. We've taken 5 TED Talks on forgiveness, and we will connect them with our faith and with our lives today. So then there'll be that TED Talk or that TED speaker for that session. Then there'll be a personal video reflection by one of the pastoral team members from the parish or a parishioner in the parish, giving insights on how the TED Talk, how this theme, and how this session connects in our own lives. It's also include a scripture passage. We want to be able to connect kind of these TED Talks of the world, looking at various topics. If we look at the different series that we're going to be having, kind of looking at it, this is the reflection in the world. How does this connect with our Catholic faith tradition and the scriptures? It's going to help us bring things alive in a different way, and I think strengthen our faith. And then there's going to be reflection questions for your own personal reflection. And if you want to leave comments about the TED Talk video, about the reflection video, about the scripture passage, whatever comes to mind, that we're hoping that all the participants are able to share, if you want, to about your experience, and share those comments with others. Because I think we can enrich one another along this journey. And then finally, there's going to be an optional online sharing sessions the following week. So the emails and links will go out on Friday, and then on the following Wednesday, we're going to have online sessions either through Microsoft Teams, where you log in from your phone, your tablet, or your computer, or you'll be able to call in by telephone, not only listen to the conversation, but also to participate. So that's the setup of the retreat experience. Again, you go at your own pace, you go how you feel. But then, why this theme of building forgiveness? Well, we all need forgiveness in our lives. It's one of those special components, and central to the life of a Christian is this reality of forgiveness. Jesus died and rose again to reconcile us to the Father in heaven, but also to one another. And we need to build that forgiveness. Forgiveness is something that needs reflection, thought, and sincerity. Kind of just doesn't happen off the cuff. It doesn't. Forgiveness, to be an integral component of our lives, means that we need to kind of like you're going to build an addition to your house. You're going to go on vacation, set up an itinerary for a trip. You need a schedule. You need to think things out. You need to kind of weigh what's the best way of doing things. Well, that's the same thing with forgiveness. To really live a life of forgiveness and to truly forgive, where it's not just words, but truly forgive from our hearts, to offer forgiveness or to accept forgiveness, we have to build our lives towards that cause. Build our lives so that forgiveness is part of the fabric of our lives. And so this online retreat series is about, how do we do that? We are called to receive and give forgiveness graciously. And again, if we build this sense of forgiveness and understand the beauty of forgiveness and the power of forgiveness, I think we can then graciously receive it and offer it to bring healing, light, and hope in our world. Forgiveness is difficult, it's painful, it's humbling, but at the same time, it's pure joy and freedom, all at the same time. Forgiveness is not easy because all of us would then easily do it. But sometimes, you know what? The reality is that the harder things are, the more meaningful they are. And despite the difficulty or the struggles with letting go, offering forgiveness, moving forward, again, we have to build that sense. What are the building blocks to really experience and to share the gift of forgiveness? So that's why we're calling it building forgiveness, because we are building a life of compassion, of mercy, of generosity and love. And of course, it's at the heart of our Christian lives. So what are some of the thoughts for this journey that I would like to offer to you? First is make some time to peacefully go through each session. This takes time. That's why we're releasing it generally on Fridays, so that you have 3, 4, 5 days to be able to go back to the videos, watch them over again, read the transcripts of the TED Talk, look at the reflection questions, and really allow it to be part of your prayer. That is integral to build forgiveness, but also to have this online retreat experience be effective. Reflect on each component, especially the personal reflection and the scriptures. This is another way that with a different approach to allow the scriptures to speak to us. Think about situations in your life that need peace, healing, forgiveness, because we want this to be practical and meaningful in your lives. Where do I need forgiveness, and how can building this sense of forgiveness help me in real life situations and circumstances? And in the end, be mindful of your heart and pace yourself in the journey. There's a number of things that we're looking at. There's a number of things that can be very sensitive for you right now in your life. And so you might need to just take some time, recognize where things are and how you're called to go through this journey. What's God calling you to do? Where is He leading you? What does He want to show you? You might don't think that you're just going to go through this retreat and then be able to forgive everybody. That's simply not going to happen. It might be the first steps of being able to think about forgiving in particular situations, particular circumstances in your lives, or it may just be the exact thing you need, the push from God to say, forgive, let go, move on. Whatever stage you're at, not only in your receiving of information and being able to reflect, but also in your sharing in the comment section and possibly coming to, if you can, the online discussion sessions as an opportunity not only to help ourselves on this retreat, but we're looking to build forgiveness in our parish communities, in our homes, and in the world. So I hope this little brief explanation of where we're headed, what we're doing, will help you out along the journey. So let's build forgiveness together. And I look forward to journeying with all of you, and that I hope this strengthens this call to be Jesus, filled with compassion, mercy, and love. God bless you. Have a great journey.